I have to mention that I had many influences, in my life as an artist. The first one was my mother, because she was mostly painting sceneries of natural waterfalls and flowers and birds, things like that. But very, very, very well done, with charcoal and watercolor. And then Tiga became to be my mentor when I was 14. And when I started buying my first books, of art, when I was making money at 11 years old, and at 12, I remember the first book I bought was this Indian architectural book. And after the other one was Picasso, and I started with the Impressionism. And after that, I went to the Surrealist artists, Dali and Magritte and all of them, and we were talking about the Kai is Munch. Okay, that's the name of the artist. And so I was reading a lot about Picasso because I loved the way it was so creative and so diverse. He could touch anything and make it becomes art. And at the end of his life, he was making little paperworks, like kid. So that will take me back to Potomitan, where I discovered I was not into the African art yet, the Verves and the Amerindian works, and Picasso, of course, would lead me to the African mask. I started studying the African mask. And what I really liked about the African mask, not only the expression, but it is the way they were being sculpted. This sculptor himself was like somebody special in the community. He was also initiated in the not only in his art, but initiated spiritually. The way he was touching the mask, it was like a spiritual act, and it was turning the object all around, looking for the perfection, for the sublime. And also, when he will finish, they will give what they call the patina. You follow me? And the patina, the final patina, that what will give a soul, to the piece of art. And that was fascinated me, in this art, is how when you look at this mask, and that was fascinated Picasso too, it felt, like the vibe, and that day when he went to that museum of men and he discovered all those masks, he was completely in shock. He was not in shock only by the forms, but by the energy that was carried by those masks. And I asked myself, how can I get, to this kind of vibes, in my paintings and my drawings? And talking about serendipity, one day my little brother, something happened in the house and then broke a dome ashtray that my wife had over the table. And she was upset. And I said, don't worry, I'm going to use it in my art. So I will recycle it. So I crushed, this dome ashtray, this material that was beautiful in color. And I mixed it with my paint. So it will give me that texture that you see my painting now. I mix it with acrylic mediums and the modeling paste. So this glass, I crush it completely, make it very thin, and it will give me a very special material in my painting. When you look at my textured paintings, you notice that there's something special about it. And what I would do, I would take the black, cover the painting completely, and rewash it. It's like rediscovering it, and we give it a new birth. You see, and keeping the light somewhere, and also repaint on it, And I discovered a complete different vibration in this. And also in the same technique of the African sculptor, I will turn the painting like 4 times. Because when you're painting, you have a tendency to finish more the level of your eye. You see? You will see there is always a better finish in that particular part of your painting. But when you turn it over, you can see all the where there is something unbalanced. And I used to use the same technique also in the illustration, because before, when you are doing cartoons, we used to draw on the transparent paper. But when you turn it over and you look at the back of it, you will see everything that is crooked, that is not in balance, you know? But when you take a picture of your face, everything is balanced. And even if you turn the negative the other way, you print it a reverse side, you still balance. And when I look at the human body, whatever position you are, everything is balanced. So this is the idea of perfection that I was looking for. So I learned that in the making of a mask from the African art. You see, not only making it, but getting to the point where you feel the sublime.